about to watch a fully unedited conversation with one of my students in my mastermind who has paid hundreds of dollars to be there, and I just wanted to go ahead and put this on YouTube so you guys can see our conversation around social media. This is one of our one-on-one calls. If you want to be in the program, comment below. I will see you guys in the video. Stay tuned. So we have, you, and this doesn't just represent you, this represents every single person. And I just want to break down the various social platforms in the best way that you could possibly monetize them with the current economic climate, whatever. Mm-hmm. Obviously have three that I love more than anything in the world. Our first one is our lovely Instagram. And Instagram is awesome for Reels. This Instagram's logo, it's not a toaster. This one over here is going to be YouTube, and that didn't turn to purple. So YouTube is really good for long form content, but they've also really incorporated shorts, which everything that we're going to talk about is just short form content, because you can monetize and grow at an insane rate depending on the client you have. The ideal situation for you is find somebody who has done something really, really cool in life that can tell stories and be compelling to listen to. And you can put that in 30-second to 60-second segments and do about 60 videos a month. So I'm gonna put that out. So you're doing 30 to 60-second segments of content from you have to make sure that the client is very interesting. Not just the achievement, but when you listen to them, because you think about the biggest influencers, Iman Ganji, Alex
Gade, what's his name? The guy that's the trainer, what's his name? He's a light-skinned guy. David Hoggins, is that his name?
Yeah.
I've seen stuff. Come again?
David Goggins?
Yeah, I am him. I've seen stuff like that on TikTok normally when I'm scrolling, because TikTok is a drug. I try to separate myself from it, but I've seen a lot of things. There is a new AI that they've essentially created. It helps you clip 60-second videos, and it tells you the success rate on the videos you post. So many TikTok pages have a lot of followers because they post certain clips from podcasts and everything like that.
Yeah. So that's the other thing, is you have the last one, which is, obviously we have TikTok. And the fastest way to grow with all these is 30 to 60-second segments, 60 videos a month for a client. Now, you can do two things, which ones you want to do, it doesn't really matter, but you have to know that the money that you're going to generate comes from two sources. Is directly from the platform. The platform can generate AdSense depending on how many followers and views you have. And this is the most important part of what we're talking about, because when you talk to a client, they're going to say, well, it's $2,000 a month to do this. How am I going to make money? It's either AdSense or direct monetization of their own platform. Okay, because the social platforms will act as a warm funnel, right? So they will create an audience. You're going to build an audience for somebody. That person is then going to get a lot of attention, and that attention you can obviously convert into like sales. So let's say you do my social media or something, and you blow me up and I get 1 million followers, and then 1 million people come to me and say, I want coaching. And I charge, that I charge $600 for coaching, and $500 depending on who it is, whatever. So 1 million people, $500 for 1 million people, that's $500 million. And obviously the conversion might be a lot lower, but still it's a lot higher than $2,000 a month. So generally speaking, the goal would be to create a following that the followers then can buy whatever person that you're helping's product, a store. I know that some of my influencers help grow vape shops, because vape shops are super huge and they can monetize really fast. Just any business, you want them to either earn money from the platform directly through AdSense or through monetization of their own products. Now, ads, and this is the other important piece. These platforms don't distribute money evenly. So if you have a 10 million view video, which is like pretty I would say a lot, as far as, you know, you could probably make some money across all platforms. So 10 million across all platforms. Do you know how much each platform would distribute towards its creator off 10 million views?
Not even.
Yeah. So do you know what, could you guess which one pays the most?
I would say TikTok.
So it's actually YouTube. YouTube's
Oh,
ads are crazy. So 100 million views equals probably $100,000.
are you serious?
Yeah. So Mr. Beast, and this is, and depending on the niche, because it's all about, there's a word that we like to call CPMs. So cost per million.
Yeah.
Depending on how your niche, like finance and business niches, tend to have higher CPMs because the ads that they can run are going to make more money because the ads are business ads and businesses can make more money and they can charge higher things. And finance, people that watch finance videos generally have a higher net worth and they can pay for more stuff than an entertaining Mr. Beast style video that really has no grasp on you know, young kids that are 10 years old probably can't be busting out like hundreds of dollars starting companies or buying products off of ads.
Sure.
So the word AdSense is literally like a company will pay, you know, X amount of dollars to YouTube so that they can show 60 seconds of their ad at the beginning of your video. And YouTube's going to give you some of that money. And so if you have a video with 100 million views, after a certain point, you're going to start generating a lot of money. Um, and that's generally around like $100,000. So Mr. Beast, every video he has is 100 million views. Some of his videos, depending on the CPMs for those videos, he makes $5 million a video or $100,000 a video, or maybe $1 million a video. So, but just kind of keep that little statistic in your brain. YouTube, it doesn't, you don't have to get super specific with clients. You just basically are telling them YouTube is going to pay you the most amount of money for content.
Right.
TikTok, the TikTok has the creator, it's like the creator hub, or they've changed the name of it. They don't pay a lot of money, and Instagram pays nothing. They're like, it's stupid. So 10 million views on Instagram might get you like $1 or two. 10 million views on TikTok might get you 100 or maybe even $1,000 if you're lucky. 10 million views on YouTube could get you anywhere from $10,000 to 15 or 30,000 depending on your actual your niche.
Let's go back to the drawing board. I have ADHD.
Yeah.
So it takes some time for me to process. So let's go back to the drawing board. AdSense is basically the ads that are run by the videos that I'm making. Right?
Yeah. So you make Alex Hermosi is your client, and
Yeah.
you make him a short on YouTube, and or just a long video. You have short videos and long videos, and after it reaches when your channel is monetized, you can turn ads on, and then every video that you post will have ads on them, and those ads will generate revenue for your business or for your YouTube channel. And depending on how many views you get, those ad companies are going to pay you percentages of the AdSense, and that AdSense will be the money you make. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So this is the other key point. When you start this thing, a lot of these people won't have a lot of clout. They won't have a lot of followers, and it's going to be very hard to get a video with 10 million views.
No problem.
And the YouTube threshold right now, it's actually changed a little bit, is 1,000 subscribers, and you need 4,000 public watch hours for long videos, which are, you know, longer than 30 seconds or 60 seconds. That's the monetization threshold for a channel for longs. For shorts, you need 1,000 subscribers. You need 10 million views, or well, just say it's 10 million views. I think it's or no, it's or 4,000 public watch hours. Now, don't ask me about the public watch hours thing, because it's not somebody watching 4,000 your video 4,000 hours. YouTube has its own way of kind of telling you how many hours people watch your video. Let's say you have a 10-minute video and 4 million people see that 10 million the 10 million, or sorry, 4 million people see the 10-minute video.
Yeah.
So there's some math involved here, because bless you. The video isn't an hour long, so it doesn't really convert well. So if you took an hour-long video that you post and it's, whatever, and you have 4,000 people watch it, then you have 4,000 public watch hours. So you have an hour-long video, 4,000 people watch that video all the way to the end. They have to complete the video. It's not that they click on it and then they click off of it.
Have to complete the video.
Yeah, like start to stop, because YouTube will track how long people, and this is the other thing, they will track how long people stay on the video.
Oh, smart.
And it's down to the second. So I don't know if you can see any of these graphs that I'm making.
Yeah,
right?
I see the graph.
Yeah, so YouTube has this thing, it's called the retention graph. And the theory is people get really bored, and the retention graph will slope downward. Like, as people click on the video, within the first 30 seconds, first minute, first 10 minutes, people might stay on the video. But at a certain point, people will die off.
Yeah.
They will stop watching the video. And this is for everyone's videos. And so what people like Mr. Beast have done an incredible job of, and this is where you can really make a lot of money in this social media management or influencer game, not just managing socials, but growing channels, is creating videos that are so engaging, that are so, exciting, that people literally are so addicted that they have to watch the entire thing. That is, Mr. Beast creates a 10-minute video that has a lot of jump cuts, has a lot of noises, has a lot of sound effects, caption. Wait, what?
I said create a video that keeps their attention in check.
Yeah, so the entire, you flatten the retention graph. So instead of it just falling apart to zero, it just kind of flattens out.
Rockets.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Beast versus, the rest of YouTube. So your thing is, you probably just want to know, how do you get a client and service them, and what do you do? And this is a lot of information, Alex. You're overloading me. And I told you I was going to give you a lot in a little bit of time, and we've just scratched the surface.
Yo, it's crazy.
So I want to talk to you about what it looks like to start a channel. Yeah. So all the way over to the right, you're going to see a line, and then on the right side of the line is going to be you. So let's say that Tola starts a channel on YouTube right now, and all this white space on the whiteboard is YouTube. And there are genres, and there are niches, and there are things, and these circles have different, reaches, and they overlap each other, because some people are into fitness, some people are into nutrition, some people are into fitness nutrition, some people are into, I don't even know, going to the gym, wearing a furry costume. Like, there's so many things on YouTube that you can find.
So many niches.
Yeah. And YouTube is going to try its best to take videos that you post and put you in one of these circles. And that's its goal. That's its goal, to make it very, very understandable on who is watching your content. So, but at the beginning, and this is the hardest thing that people don't understand, you don't have any data for YouTube to qualify or classify you. Until you're posting like 100 videos.
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't have enough data to be like, okay, this guy's in the finance niche. And not only is he in the finance niche, he makes videos about finance for stock traders or finance for SMMA or finance for like, if you see how like, channels just automatically blow up overnight, it literally could be because your little dot is YouTube is bringing its audience and classification closer to you.
Yeah.
And you keep making video after video after video and they go nowhere. The first 100 videos have 0 views on all of them. But then the 100th video, because you've been consistent, they're all around the same topic. One of those videos finds your perfect niche and it taps in, and 10 people in that niche like the video, and YouTube sees that it likes the video. So then it shows the video to 10 more people, and then 10 more people, and then 10 more people. And as long as that video keeps showing up and keeps getting more traction, your video will become quote unquote viral. Okay. It's just YouTube has confirmed that a lot of people like watching this video and it matches the niche. And that circle will keep getting bigger and it will keep getting bigger and it will keep going outwards as far as it possibly can until it gets to a niche that doesn't care. And once YouTube realizes that people stop watching the video, it will stop going viral because no one cares anymore. So, and this
is the same thing with TikTok. Sorry to interrupt you. It's the same thing with TikTok. I realized because I used to post short form content. I used to do cooking videos, and I was consistent. I used to post every Sunday or every weekend. So the more I'd post, the more views I'd get. But then as I stopped posting, I stopped like they stopped putting me in the algorithm.
Yeah. So, a lot of people never make it to this point because 100 videos takes a long time. Like really, really good videos, they're hard to make, 100 of them. And not only that, but you get really sad when you spend 8 hours on something and then you see that it gets 0 views. And then yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all your hard work and then just the shitty outcomes.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, how do you feel? Because you also have a YouTube channel. I scoped it out a little bit. I saw that you got a little bit of views on it, which is pretty interesting. How do you feel on the content on you post? Are you confident about the stuff you post?
Yeah, I know that I'm too early into the game. Like I just started posting recently, and I just know that YouTube doesn't have enough data on my content, and it's not engaging yet enough. Like if you watch the videos, you can tell me your honest feedback. Like some of the videos are boring, and I know that, and I'm like it's funny. I'm way better at blowing other people's social media channels up to 20,000, 100,000 subscribers or whatever. But when it comes to me, because I'm not, this is the reason why I told you at the beginning, find people that have already done cool shit, because there's a lot of credibility. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of, interesting things that you can just capture. And it doesn't have to be like, like me, like I'm a 19-year-old kid, like who's going to watch my stuff? Like, yeah, I'm making some money or whatever. But like, if I found like a 60-year-old or 50-year-old or 30-year-old who's traveling the world or doing all these cool things, it's going to be very easy to blow them up and make them go viral and grow their social media because they already have brand material. You just have to show that to the world with enough videos. So
what you do?
Yeah. So if you look at my clients, my number one client her name's Carmelia Ray. She's the number one celebrity matchmaker in the world. And she takes celebrities who don't have time to date and she pairs them up with other celebrities and she charges a lot of money for that. And making content for her is easy because she's just naturally engaging. She's funny. She talks about sex and guys go crazy about it. And it's easy views. And that's the first one. Then the other guy is, Kevin Cage, who has hundreds of thousands of subscribers and who is a crypto millionaire. Like, I don't even want to shy away from it. He's made millions of dollars from crypto. So hearing his advice from investing, and his business knowledge is really awesome, and people like it. I can't make the same videos because I've never made $1 million before.
Yeah.
The third one is his name is Escape Now. He makes traveling videos, and he travels to like African countries that no one has ever been to,
His
ever.
name?
Escape Now. He's
Okay.
all. It's not just African countries, but it's just places in the world that, generally speaking, no one goes to, and they're very unknown to a lot of American people or just people in the world. And then they can see, wow, like look at all these cool places. I mean, he does have some pretty popular places to travel to, but the guy's awesome, and it's cool to watch his videos. So in the last guy, um, his name is Victor Woods. He went to jail twice
Mhm.
for he's such a phenomenal guy. So when he was younger, he got involved. His upbringing is horrible, but and he got involved with robbing banks when he was younger. Learned
Mhm.
and he started a conspiracy, not even conspiracy, but printed $40 million worth of Visa credit cards and used the
Yeah.
like literally the Catch Me If You Can of Leonardo DiCaprio, but
Yeah.
for the like, and he's just an awesome guy. His energy, he goes around, travels around the world to the Black community. He goes to Chicago every weekend, speaks at schools, goes to jails, and he's been in jail. And he used to be a huge drug runner in Chicago. And you hear him speak about things that he's done. It's just like nobody's like, this guy's crazy. He's like awesome, and most people have never done stuff near like the lengths of that he has done. But just listening to his story now, Kevin Hart's making a movie about him, and but it's a lot easier to grow people. Like that's the whole point, is to grow people that have already done stuff
Okay.
than
Now, another question I have is, how do you find these people?
that's part of your job, man. I mean, it's really fun. Like just go watch videos on YouTube from people that you think are interesting, and if you think that somebody's really cool, like try to find out a way to contact them. Like people like always ask me this because my podcast, I have guests on my podcast that you're like, whoa, that's crazy. Um, but you'd be surprised how far it goes if you just email them and say, what would it take to call you and ask you a few questions, or bring you on, to a podcast, or do an interview with you, because I just love everything you're doing. And then during the interview, you can be like, so why don't you post on social media? And they're like, well, you know, I'm not really big on social media. And you're like, well, what if I did it
Mm.
for you? You know,
Uh, Interesting.
and it doesn't have to be that big, bro. It doesn't, like, these people don't have to be like crazy. They could be regular business guys or regular everyday people that just want to grow on social media. It doesn't have to be like, Leonardo DiCaprio of the Black community or whatever. It could be anyone. Um, they just have to want it bad enough, and you have to understand like the service you're bringing and the value you provide. I hope you guys liked that one. Tola and I had a long conversation about social media, and it even continued after this video, but this is a little snippet of it. Again, if you want to be a part of the program, comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you later. Suckers.